Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm going to be doing a general reading for you. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross spread, 10 card Celtic cross spread. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. So your first card represents your current situation and you have the Chariot reversed. Your second card represents what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Your third card represents your foundation, Three of Swords. Your fourth card represents your past. You have the Death card. Move these decks a little bit over here. Your fifth card represents what's likely to happen very soon in your life. You have the Six of Cups. Your sixth card represents the outcome you desire most in your situation. You got the Emperor. Your self-image card, how you see yourself. You have the Eight of Swords reversed. Your environment or how others see you in your situation. You have the Page of Cups reversed. Your hopes and fears. You have the Ten of Wands reversed. And then the outcome, if all is to remain as is, you have the Four of Wands reversed. Okay. All right. And maybe we'll pull one oracle card. Spirit, can I have one oracle card for Taurus? Taurus. A message for Taurus, please. A message for Taurus, please. You got adversity. Okay, so I'll get to that at the end, okay? So your first card that came out is the Chariot reversed. Now this is a major arcana card. When it comes out reversed, it just means you're getting extra protection from Spirit, okay? This card is represented by Cancer and astrology. So this card talks about aggression, lack of control, lack of direction, a need for self-discipline, a lack of self-control. It could talk about being blocked by obstacles, being forceful. It's a card of forcefulness. It's a card of feeling powerless. Yeah, just again, take how it resonates here. Lack of, feeling like there's a lack of direction. You may need to back off or change direction when it comes to a project, or you may have lost your motivation and no longer feel as committed to the outcome as you once did. If something isn't moving forward as you planned, then Spirit is saying just reevaluate the situation and check in to see if you need to change course. You may be letting obstacles and challenges get in the way, preventing you from achieving your goal. Think about what matters to you most and don't allow other people's opinions to sway you. Follow through on your commitment. You may be focusing your energy and attention on your internal processes. Spirit is saying tighten the reins and become more disciplined in what you are doing. Look at what you can control and what you cannot. Examine what you can do to improve the situation. You may be trying to control every minute detail in your life. You need to loosen your grip and let things run their course. Also, be open to offers of help. You don't have to always be in the driver's seat, Taurus. Then what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and this card came out upright. The Seven of Pentacles is represented by you, Taurus, so this could be a struggle that you're having within yourself. This card is saying just have patience, the harvest will come, and you will be rewarded, okay? This is a card of hard work, perseverance, diligence, things coming to fruition, your hard work paying off. It's telling you to rest after working really hard. It's a card of growth, progress. For some of you, it's inheritance. It's telling you to redirect your efforts, this card, being at a crossroads. But yeah, have patience. You understand the value of putting in time and energy now for longer term rewards. And you have a strong desire to invest in sustainable results. You're not looking for quick wins. You also want to make sure you're putting your attention on the right areas instead of wasting time and effort on tasks that will not deliver any value. Step back from the day-to-day operations and look at the bigger picture. Celebrate what you've created and assess your progress so far. Take a long-term view and assess where you can best invest your time and energy for the maximum output. Maybe some areas of your life are just energy zappers. You are likely to see financial or other tangible rewards for your hard work, but there may be some frustration with slow results. Just be patient and appreciate the progress you've made so far. Be careful your expectations aren't unreasonable. Be grateful and focus on the present, okay? Do what you can with what you have. And then your third card represents the basis of your situation or foundation, and you have the Three of Swords. This card is represented by Libra. This is a card about loss, pain, separation, sorrow, suffering, grief, distractions, betrayal, trauma, unhappiness. But yeah, it's heartbreak. This just as the picture shows right on the card. Some kind of sadness, sorrow, suffering, loneliness for some of you, heartache for some of you. For some of you, this card could represent dealing with some kind of confusion, absence, delays, conflict, arguments. It could represent the breaking apart or worsening of a situation. You may be feeling deeply hurt and disappointed. You've suffered a major setback or loss. But remember, expressing your sadness is a part of the cleansing process, and letting it out will help you move on to better times. Allow yourself to experience these emotions no matter how painful. And again, focus on the path ahead. Let go and move on. Don't let your focus become locked on the damage when it should be on the recovery. Now is the time to accept what happened and move forward with your life. While the pain may cloud your vision for a time, it will eventually bring clarity and enable you to put the past behind you. The hurt and sadness is temporary. You will bounce back. All it takes is faith, self-love, forgiveness, and time. You may be taking others' words to heart, but just remember you do not have to accept their words as truth. They're just expressing their own fears. Okay? And then your fourth card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. And you got the Death card. This is Scorpio energy. So this card is about endings, transformation, change, the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Okay? It's an ending, but it's for the better. It might not feel like that. Something from your past is ending, right? The end of a major phase or aspect of your life that you realize is no longer serving you. You're opening up to the possibility of something more valuable and essential. You must close one door to open another. You need to put the past behind you and part ways. Be ready for new opportunities. This is a time of renewal and transformation, change and transition. You need to transform yourself, clear away the old, and bring in the new. Any change should be welcomed as a positive, cleansing, transformational force in your life. There may be a sudden and unexpected change. You may feel as though you are caught in the path of sweeping change and cannot accept its effects. This massive change could bring with it a series of unexpected surprises that creates new opportunities. You need to learn to let go of unhealthy attachments in your life. Break a bad habit or a pattern of behavior. Purge the old belongings, memories, and baggage that are getting in your way, Taurus. Okay? And then your immediate future, what's likely to happen very soon, is the Six of Cups. This card is all about nostalgia. Maybe someone from your past is going to be coming back into your life very soon. This is a card of innocence, joy. This is Scorpio energy. This is revisiting the past, childhood memories. It's a card of healing, childhood issues. It's a card of having new hope, youthfulness. This card takes you back to happy memories from your past, whether as a child, teenager, or young adult. You may simply be revisiting those memories in your mind, or you might travel back to your childhood home or reconnect with your childhood friends, like a high school reunion or something. You may reconnect with an old buddy, a teenage sweetheart, or a past lover may turn up again. And this is going to happen very soon, Spirit is saying. I'm getting England vibes from this card. I don't know if that resonates. Leave me a comment in the, leave me a message in the comment section. This card shows an increased level of harmony and cooperation in your relationships. You're ready to give and receive. You're also willing to give each other the benefit of the doubt, having moved on. It's new. I think it's time to start a new leaf. Turn over a new leaf from a positive place. It's time to get in touch with your inner child and give yourself permission to be playful, have some fun, connect with your authentic self and your intuition. I just pulled a daily card. You can see it. It's just before this video, and this is what and this always happens to me. I pull a daily card, and then I start doing readings for some of the horoscope signs, and it always resonates with the daily message that I pulled. So really make sure you're connecting with your true authentic self and your intuition, because that's what the daily card was all about. This card could also suggest a pregnancy, perhaps twins, a birth, and siblings who play nicely together. This card is also here to tell you that children are often here to teach us something about ourselves and can also serve as great advisors. Okay, a card of innocence. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Emperor, which is Aries energy. The Emperor is represented by Aries in astrology. So this card is all about stability, protection, authority, control. Remember, Spirit talked about control already. This card could represent a father figure in your life, an older man, someone who's, this could also represent discipline, fatherhood, control. You're adopting this fatherly role regardless of whether you're male or female. You're providing for your family. You're protecting and defending your loved ones. The Emperor represents a powerful leader who demands respect and authority. Status, power, and recognition are essential to you, and you're most comfortable in a leadership role where you can command and direct others. You create law and order by applying principles or guidelines to a specific situation. Be systematic, strategic, and highly organized in your approach, and stick to your plan until the end. Through the course of your life, you have gained valuable wisdom and life experience, and now you enjoy offering guidance, advice, and direction to others, or to someone who might benefit from it. You may be a teacher, a coach, a boss, or just a really good friend who likes to take what you have learned and pass it on to others. And then your self-image card, how you see yourself, is the 8 of Swords, and it came out reversed. So extra protection from Spirit. So this card is Gemini energy. This card is talking about having clarity. It's a card of self-acceptance, surrendering. It's a card of releasing negative thoughts, facing your fears, being open to new perspectives. It's saying that you're a survivor. You know you're a survivor. It's about taking control, having a new perspective. It's a card of freedom, release. So this card is saying that limiting self-beliefs plague you, preventing you from moving forward. You may tell yourself that you do not deserve to be wealthy, preventing you from receiving financial abundance, even if it's offered to you. Or you might conclude you are too old to lose weight, leaving you unhappy with your body and your health. The beliefs you hold about yourself are preventing you from achieving your personal goals. You need to change your belief system. Catch yourself when you're in a negative thought pattern and break the cycle. You are more prone to negative self-talk and suffering at the hands of your inner critic. You feel trapped because every time you try to do something, your inner critic tells you why it's wrong, or you're not good enough, so you give up trying altogether. Skeletons in the closet need clearing out. Allow yourself to let go of the old patterns of behavior and belief systems holding you back. You are releasing yourself from negative patterns and belief systems. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you can create a more positive reality for yourself by letting go of those self-limiting beliefs. You made it through a difficult time, and you are more open to change and self-acceptance. Reflect on what worked in the past and change your perspective and approach. Acknowledge the options in front of you and refuse to play the role of the victim, taking greater accountability for where you are in life. I really love that message for you, Taurus. And then your environment, or how others see you in your situation, is the Page of Cups. And it came out reversed. This is either you, someone in your life, or a situation. The Page of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So this card talks about neglecting your inner child, experiencing a creative block, ignoring your inner voice or inner child, childhood issues, emotionally vulnerable, being emotionally immature, insecure, disappointed, having a new idea. It can represent canceled engagements, canceled proposals. The Page of Cups is someone who can be envious or jealous, is emotionally vulnerable. There's an imbalance of some of your emotions. Your emotions are not balanced. Spirit is saying, not grounded in reality. The Page of Cups could represent someone who doesn't want to grow up. Don't shoot the messenger, Taurus. That's not from me, okay? I'm just channeling the message. You're keeping your creative inspirations and ideas a secret. You may worry others will steal your idea or tell you it's destined to fail. You may feel called to pursue a new creative project, but doubt whether you can really make it work. Again, Taurus, your inner critic may be on overdrive, or others are telling you that you're dreaming, so you are stalling and holding back. Go listen to the daily message today, because this is what it's all about. Okay? Listen to your intuition to understand if fear is getting in the way and whether it's time to just give it a go regardless of the outcome. You may experience a creative block. There is an aspect of yourself that wants to be expressed, but for whatever reason, you are holding back, or you may feel stuck when it comes time to express yourself creatively. Yeah, there's an aspect of yourself that wants to be expressed. That's what the daily card is all about. You may be encountering a lot of doubt, but you have to trust it, Spirit is saying. Okay? And then your hopes and fears, what you hope for and or fear the most in your situation, is the Ten of Wands. And it came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. Spirit is really working with you with this situation, Sagittarius energy. So letting go, feeling burnt out, shouldering too much responsibility, stressed, carrying the burden. Release is coming up again in this reading. Release. Release has come up a few times in your reading. Not being able to delegate, can't delegate, feeling like you're not up to the challenge, feeling like you're working hard but getting nowhere. For some of you, this card could represent learning to say no, okay? Maybe you feel like you have way too much responsibility. 10 of Wands reversed. Yeah, feel like you're doing it all. Like you're gonna break down, you're gonna have a collapse. Or it could represent like not shirking your duties and responsibilities, doing it all, carrying the burden. You're trying to do too much by yourself. In your effort to be everything to everyone, you found yourself struggling under the weight of it all. Delegate and share the work. You don't have to do it all alone. Be firm in saying no to things you know you can't take on. Put your self-care and well-being first. Put your own oxygen mask on before helping others. You're carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders, but you're keeping it private. You are unwilling to share your burden with others. You may be grappling with emotional trauma. You may be carrying a dark secret, or you may be dealing with increased responsibilities. It may be a huge relief to you when you do share some of this burden with others that are willing to support you. You may be holding on to this burden when you don't need to do so. And if you're going through a rough time, Spirit is saying it will soon pass. You are, or you will be, releasing yourself from additional responsibilities. You will benefit from better organization and prioritization, and will be enjoying the lightness that comes with this, with such release. And then your last card is the Four of Wands reversed. This card represents the outcome if all is to remain as is. This is Aries energy. So this is a card of delays, self-doubt, neglect, instability. For some of you, this card could represent insecurity, instability, celebrating something very personal. For some of you, it could represent canceled celebrations, canceled parties, weddings, events, a canceled or postponed reunion is coming up. For some of you, it could represent a lack of support, a lack of teamwork, a lack of achievement, home conflicts, not fitting in. You may be celebrating the achievement of a personal goal, like quitting smoking or doing yoga for 30 days in a row. You also may be in the midst of your journey and yet to reach the finish line, preferring to honor this mini milestone privately. You've achieved a level of inner harmony and stability. You've found a sense of greater balance within yourself. This card reverse could point to a lack of harmony or a breakdown in communication with your family or household. This may leave you uncertain about your relationships and what or whom you can or cannot depend on. You're going through an upheaval during which you have little stability and security. You may experience multiple changes in your life, such as changing jobs, moving house, or leaving a relationship. Okay, and then your oracle message is adversity. Spirit is saying, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay, adversity. So let me just give you the message, tie this reading all together. Taurus, no one ever said life was going to be easy. Obstacles are presented to you so that you may overcome them. Believe that you will, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence comes to those who have succeeded in conquering adversity, and then the next hurdle won't seem as daunting. Adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family. You're not alone in this time of challenge. If you need help, others are waiting to offer assistance. This test may have come into your life to teach you to receive rather than to give. So that is your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for letting me channel these messages for you today. I'm really grateful. If this reading resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know. And if you want a private reading, my email is in the About section. Take good care, and I will see you next time. Bye.